Hi friends, welcome to this special class in which I'll be giving you lessons on understanding the clauses in writing. So let's crack it. I'll wait for a few people to join, then we'll start with the class. Just a second, I'll just right. So let's wait for more people to join so that we can begin with this class. And at the same time, let's wait for more people to join so that we can begin with this class. And at the same time, let's wait for more people to join so that we can begin with this class. And at the same time, let's wait for more people to join so that we can begin with this. Shivani, how are you? Okay, Shivani. Shivani, how are you? How are you all people who have joined it? Okay, let's wait for few people to join so that we can start with the class. Am I audible? Shivani, how are you? Am I audible to all of you? Good problem? How are you all people who have joined it? Okay, let's wait for few people to join so that we can start with the... Yeah. Right. So this is basically about the sentences which we have to use in writing. So before I begin this class, I'll just like to introduce myself. I am Navpreet Kaur. I'm an IELTS trainer at an IELTS Institute in Amritsar. I have been into this line for the last 3 years. Prior to that, I had worked on various profiles in the corporate sectors. This is a little introduction of mine, and my total work experience is 20 plus years in the corporate sector. I can teach all the other modules also with the complete details, and I excel in those also. My qualification is MBA. I've taught hundreds of students offline and helped them score 7 plus bands in the IELTS examination. So that is why I all request you that if you also want to join. Okay, Shivani, your exam is on 14th December, okay? So you want to learn more about the writing? Just pay attention to this class, and apart from that, I'll be starting a class from 9th in which I'll be explaining all the different types of the question. The class would start from 9th and it will finish on 16th. But by that time your exam would be over. But anyways, in that we'll be discussing all types of the questions which are asked in IELTS Writing Task 2. You can also refer my previous lessons in which I had explained about the different types of the questions and what are the tips that we can use to score higher bands in the IELTS. Different all the modules in listening also. I have had a course on the listening also, and you can go to that course also. You can see that course also. Then apart from that, I had a course on the reading. Today itself we had done a course in which I practiced the reading questions. Tomorrow I'll be doing the same at 9 a.m. That will be the summary completion of the reading. So you, in case you want, you can go for that. So you can subscribe to these courses so that you can practice with me with these courses. All right. So here I was just giving a brief introduction of mine, in which I have a Telegram channel, that is IELTS with Encore. So Shivani, if you want to send your writings there, I can check those writings and send back to you back, so that you can know what mistakes you are making. So you can note down this channel. This is the IELTS with Encore, as Encore is my the channel name. So you can use that, and that could be, you can search that and you can just find those courses. You can search that, and you can also chat with me, or if you want to send your readings or writings on this channel, you can definitely do that, so that we can interact directly with each other, right? So this is the main, this is what I'm highlighting here, that this is the channel name, the Telegram channel name. For this, you will have to download the Telegram app from the Play Store, and then you have to answer, then you can search this channel of mine, that is the IELTS with Encore, and you can send me anything you want to. I'll check it, I can give you the feedback on that, and I'll send back to you. At the same time, you can also search my profile on the link given here, that is this one. You can search there and you can find it on my various courses on the Unacademy platform, right? So if you enroll with my classes, you will get 1 month subscription, that is 2799 per month, and that on that, if you use my referral code, that is Encore, you will get a 10% discount on this. But preferably I would say that you use at least a 3-month course, that will be 6900 for 3 months. That will be beneficial for you, because in the 3 months, any person, it's not only for you Shivani, for any person who wants to enroll with the courses, if they go for a 3-month course, that will be beneficial, because it will not only give you an access to my courses on the daily basis, because I have a 1 hour course on the daily basis, which at present I am taking at 9 a.m. and also from, and you will get a 10% discount on that. That means your like the ideal payment would be 6900 minus 690. So that would be your net payment for a 3-month course if you go for that. And at the same time, you can have an access to the classes of other educators as well, right? Then apart from that, we have a 6-month course, that is the get a 10% discount on that also, right? So just a second, I have a call from Unacademy. Just a second. I'm sorry, because that was, I was publishing a course and they were asking me some details. I just text them to the details. If we have a, if you go for a 12-month course, that would be 13,500 for 12 months, and you can get a 10% discount on that also. So that will be approximately 1,000 per month, which would be very nominal, like 13,500 for 12 months and 1,000 for 1 month, which anyone can afford. Even if you have joined any other courses, you can afford this or this much, and you can subscribe to these courses, like if you have joined some other institute or somewhere, because this is something in which you will learn the things in a very structured manner, right? So you can, depending on your time when you are taking your IELTS exam, you can subscribe to any of these courses, right? And because on Unacademy we have all the live and the structured courses. There are live classes as we are doing it today, and the courses are very structured in comparison to the offline courses. Since I teach offline also, I know what is the difference between online and the offline courses. So these here, since Unacademy has made certain parameters which we have to follow, that is why these courses and these classes are more structured in comparison to the other offline classes. Then there are lessons by all top educators where you can, if you subscribe to one of these courses, to if you suppose if you subscribe to my course, you will have an access to my courses as well as you can have the lessons by all the top educators also. Apart from that, there are weekly quizzes and doubt clearing sessions. Every fourth session is a doubt clearing session. And if you have any doubts, you can go for it and you can clear your doubts. So enroll today using the referral code NCORE. NCORE is very easy to remember. It's from my name, Navpreet Kaur. You can easily remember this referral code and get a 10% discount on your course fee. Right? Okay. Sohan, good evening. My exam date is on 18th. Acha, you are doing computer based. Okay. For the computer based, you need a little typing speeds of yours because that is a little more important, and because everything is live and everything is like you have to type your essay. But the one benefit that you get here is that you will get your word count at the same time. That is the one of the benefits. So you can also go for my courses and you can just see what we are teaching in these courses, because here I am explaining about the courses which at present are ongoing, but my next course would be published just in a few minutes. You can go for that also. I have a practice course on reading module which is in the morning, which is already there, and which started on the 2nd of December at 9:30 a.m. In this we are practicing the different types of the reading questions. All right. Today we practiced the match the headings. If you want, you can refer those classes. Yesterday we practiced the true false not given. Tomorrow we'll be practicing the summary completion, and then there is a doubt clearing session. This course would finish on the 4th. Then another course would be starting on 4th of December. That is the course on strategy for letter writing task of GT. Shivani and Sohan, you are taking GT, or is it okay? Sonu, hi, how are you? So Shivani and Sohan, are you taking GT? GT or the academic ones? GT exam. Okay. Okay. So no, so you can just watch this lesson and you can learn in your writings for the writing task too. That will be beneficial for you. Okay. We are taking a course which would be starting on the 4th of December. That is at 6 p.m. in the evening. At the same time, now at what time we are taking this class, we are having this course, and this course is on the strategy for letter writing task, in which we'll be discussing the various types of the letter. We'll be understanding the formats of letter writing for IELTS. The first session would be understanding the formats of letter writing. The second would be difference between formal and informal letter. Then there will be discussion on the band 9 letters. You can go for that. You can just subscribe to these courses and you will be able to get to know what type of courses, what type of the letters are writing there, what type of courses we can use, like what do we need to write in the letter for the formal, informal and semi-formal letters, and how do we score 9 bands in the writing task. Right, so this is the course on the strategy for letter writing. Now we'll come to the main task which is the lesson today, that is the using of the sentences. Now here if you see from the IELTS writing band descriptors, you will be able to see that writing complex sentences helps to score higher bands. That is important for scoring in the your grammatical range. if you are able to write your grammatical if you are able to write the complex sentences, you can easily score higher bands in your grammatical range of the IELTS total, what it is assessed. Like that is the parameter. One of the parameters is grammatical range, and you will be able to score higher, and you will be able to write them correctly so that you don't get marked down on your accuracy as well, because this is one thing which you should know, how to write a complex sentence. And the building blocks of sentences are clauses. This is how you can score your complex sentence, how you can write your complex sentences. That is when you know what are the clauses. So the first step that we should know is that what these clauses are. This lesson will definitely enable you to understand their correct use and what the clauses are. So let's not waste the time. We should come to the lesson directly. Here, what is a clause? First thing is that what is the meaning of a clause? Can anyone tell? Does anyone know what a clause is? Mainly, a clause is a group of words with a subject and a verb. There is a subject and also a verb, and it's a group of words that gives a complete meaning. That is called a clause. For example, computers are important. This means computers is a subject where S is marked, that means that is a subject, and are is a verb. Are important is a verb. So this is a one sentence with one clause. This is just one clause and it's a complete sentence, right? We have two clauses also. There can be two clauses or two groups of words with a subject and a verb, because that is also how we can use these clauses. Since computers are important is just one clause with one sentence, we can make the same sentence by using two different clauses. And how we can use this, you can see from this example. That is, computers are important, but they are dangerous too. So how many clauses this sentence has? Sentence is just one, that computers are important, but they are dangerous too. We are adding two clauses. We are adding two different informations to the same sentence. Like computers are important, computers important हैं हमारे लिए, लेकिन वो dangerous भी हैं. Two means but they are dangerous. वो dangerous भी हैं. So these are the two clauses which we are using in one sentence. So as in the first sentence we saw that computers are important, computers important हैं. That was just one sentence and there was one clause used in it. Just एक sentence, एक clause use किया. In the second sentence we have two clauses. That is the two groups of words with a subject and a verb. Two groups of words but with a subject and a verb. Like computers are important and they are dangerous too. वहाँ पे हम information दे रहे हैं कि computers important है but they are dangerous also. Right? Now, what about three sentence clauses? How we are using here, what we are using here? Three clauses in the same sentence. Like computers are important, but what are we saying? Computers are important, but they can be dangerous too. So we must be careful. We are adding a third clause to it. पूरा सेंटेंस कंप्लीट करने के लिए हम क्या यूज कर रहे हैं कि कंप्यूटर्स आर इंपॉर्टेंट. सेम सेंटेंस हमने लिया, देन वी आर राइटिंग बट दे आर डेंजरस टू, लेकिन वो डेंजरस भी हैं. सो वी मस्ट बी केयरफुल, इसलिए हमें केयरफुल रहना चाहिए. So this is the third clause which we are using. So this sentence is a complex sentences with three clauses. Clauses which give the different meaning to the sentence. They are completing the sentence, giving different informations to the same sentence. Right? Now let's add a fourth clause to it. अब देखते हैं fourth clause add करते हैं तो sentence का क्या बनता है. What we are writing? Computers are important, but they can be dangerous too, so we must be careful when we use them. अब हमने इसमें क्या चीज़ें, चार clauses use किए हैं. हमने क्या बोला कि कंप्यूटर्स आर इम्पॉर्टेंट, एक तुम्हारा पहले क्लॉज ये था सिंपल, बट दे कैन बी डेंजरस टू, वो हमने सेकेंड क्लॉज ऐड किया कि बट दे कैन बी डेंजरस टू, उसके बाद वी एडेड सो वी मस्ट बी केयरफुल, इसलिए हमें केयरफुल रहना चाहिए व्हेन वी यूज देम। व्हेन वी यूज देम मीन्स वी आर एडिंग अ फोर्थ इंफॉर्मेशन टू इट। हमें कब केयरफुल रहना चाहिए? जब हम उनको यूज करते हैं। तो ये हमारा कंप्लीट कॉम्प्लेक्स सेंटेंस बन गया है, गिविंग अ कंप्लीट इंफॉर्मेशन दैट कंप्यूटर्स हमारे लिए ज़रूरी हैं, दे कैन बी डेंजरस, वो डेंजरस हो सकते हैं, सो वी मस्ट बी केयरफुल व्हेन वी यूज़ देम, वी शुड बी केयरफुल, हमें उनको यूज़ करते टाइम केयरफुल रहना चाहिए। दिस इज द कंप्लीट इंफॉर्मेशन विच वी आर गिविंग, दैट इज अ कॉम्प्लेक्स सेंटेंस. So if we use these types of sentences more in our writings, we can definitely score higher bands in our grammatical range if we use them correctly. Not that if we add these sentences, just add कर दो बिना उनके sense के, उनको add करो लेकिन correctly. So what we are telling here is a sentence is the group of words that comes between two full stops and it must be a complete thought that makes sense. Sentence क्या है? It is a group of words. Group of words का जो कुछ groups हैं that comes between two full stops. दो sentence, एक sentence के जैसे दो full stops आते हैं, उसके बीच में हम कोई sentence लिखते हैं, that is a sentence. एक हमने पहला sentence खत्म किया, then comes a full stop, then हमने second sentence start किया, then after completing it again we put a full stop. So that is what it is said, that sentence is a group of word, वो जो पहले full stop और दूसरे full stop के बीच में जो हमने लिखा, that is a group of sentence, that group of words, that is a sentence, that is a complete sentence and it should make a sense. उसकी जो हम लिख रहे हैं उसकी कोई sense बनना चाहिए, meaning होना चाहिए कुछ, it should convey the message clearly what we are trying to tell. So sentence clauses are what build a sentence. सेंटेंस क्लॉजेस क्या हैं? जो एक सेंटेंस को बनाती हैं, सेंटेंस का मीनिंग देती हैं, एंड वन सेंटेंस कैन हैव अ नंबर ऑफ क्लॉजेस, एक सेंटेंस में नंबर ऑफ क्लॉजेस हो सकते हैं, राइट? सो नाउ वी कम टू द नेक्स्ट, लेट्स प्रैक्टिस दिस सेंटेंस इफ यू अंडरस्टूड, होप यू अंडरस्टूड. एनी डाउट्स? किसी को कोई डाउट है क्लॉज समझने में? इज इट क्लियर? Till now, is it clear? Is it clear? Any doubts about what clause is? Right? Sohan, Shivani, is it clear? Right. Come on, let's practice. Okay, you didn't understand, Sonu? So let's come back to it. The sentence, what is sentence? चलो we'll practice it first. इसमें देखते हैं what is the problem you are having. इसमें try करो find करने की. Like here we have a sentence. I am going out tonight, so I must get ready soon. इसमें कितने clauses हैं? सेंटेंस कंप्लीट है लेकिन वी आर यूजिंग 2 clauses और 3 clauses या 1 clause, ये हमें देखना है. जस्ट गिव दिस इन द टेक्स्ट दैट इसमें हम जो यूज़ कर रहे हैं 2 sentences हैं कि 1 sentence है, हाउ मच clauses आर देयर इन दीज sentences. You can just give this message, I am going out tonight, so I must get ready soon. What information this is giving? I am going out tonight is one clause, so I must get ready soon is another clause. So इसमें कितने clauses होंगे? 2. There are 2 clauses in the first sentence. The first one is I am going out tonight, so I must get ready soon. And I must get ready soon is the second sentence, second clause which we are using. We are combining these 2 sentences to form a complete sentence. Now we come to the second sentence. The second sentence is Global warming is a major problem, but it can be solved if we take action now. So, how many clauses are there? Global warming is a major problem, एक clause, but it can be solved if we take action now. How many clauses are there? First is global warming is a major problem, but it can be solved is a second if we take action now. That means there are three clauses in this. If we take action now, that is another clause. तीन sentences को use करके we have made a one complex sentence जिसमें we have used different connectors to connect these sentences. The third one is obesity is getting worse now in developing countries. How many clauses it has? Obesity is getting worse now in developing countries. इसमें it's because there is no subject in the second. It is a long sentence. Obesity is a subject, is getting worse now in developing countries. This is giving a complete information that obesity is getting worse now in developing countries. There is no second sentence which is related to the subject. So there is only just one clause in this, right? So this question has just one clause. Now we come to the next. I don't know when I will be able to stop studying because I have many more exams. How many clauses does this have? I don't know. How many clauses does this have? I don't know when I will be able to stop studying because I have many more exams. First is I don't know. Second is I will be able to stop studying. Third is I have many more exams. So it has three clauses. This is how we make a complex sentence. Nobody is answering how many clauses it has. Fourth has three clauses. Now we come to the fifth one. It's cold outside, so I am going to stay in. इसमें हमने कितने sentences use किए हैं? It's cold outside, so I am going to stay in. हम so करके use कर रहे हैं second sentence को, second clause को. First clause is it's cold outside, so I am going to stay in is the second clause. So how many clauses it has? Two clauses. The fifth one has two clauses, right? Now we come to the sixth one. Although cars are essential, they cause a lot of pollution, so governments must take action soon and individuals also need to play a role. It's a long sentence, but how many clauses are there in this? How many clauses? Okay, Pachu, how are you? We are just going and practicing the clauses. We'll come back to that also, but here we are practicing the clauses. Can you find out that how many clauses are there in sentence 6? Yes, there are 4 clauses. First clause is although cars are essential, they cause a lot of pollution, so government must take action soon, and individuals also need to play a role. Although cars are essential is one clause, they cause a lot of pollution is the second clause. So governments must take action is the third clause, and individuals also need to play a role is the fourth clause. Right? Okay, now we come to the seventh one. Why were you so late? How many clauses are there in this sentence? Why were you so late? There is just one clause. It's just a simple sentence. There is just one clause. Right? Now we come to the eighth. He said that he will come to see me tomorrow. How many clauses are there? How many clauses? Pachu, how many clauses are there in this sentence in the eighth one? Hmm? How many clauses in the eighth one? He said he will come to see me tomorrow. That he will come to see me tomorrow. How did you find four clauses in this, in the eighth one? Four कहाँ से आ गए eighth वाले में? We are talking about the eighth sentence. He said he will come to see me tomorrow. Again, think about it. How many clauses are there? There are two clauses. One is he said, another is he will come to see me tomorrow. So there are two clauses in this, right? Not four. A bit connection problem. Okay, do you have problem here? Is there any problem? Now it's okay? Okay. Now we come to the ninth one. It is important to be on time, but it is okay to be late when you have an emergency. So, what is the question asking? That it's okay. It's okay. It's important to be on time, but it is okay to be late when you have an emergency. How many clauses are there in this sentence? First sentence is it is important to be on time. This is the first clause. Comma है, that means that is the first clause. ये एक सबसे बड़ी पहचान है कि अगर उसमें comma है, that means that is the first clause, और comma डाल के we are adding the information. We are making it another complex sentences by adding information. हम उसको अलग अलग से 3 sentences नहीं लिख रहे. That is why I am practicing this video. अब इसमें हम sentence है it is important to be on time एक sentence, but it is okay to be late. अगर हम इसको लिखें it is okay to be late, that would be another sentence, but we are connecting it by using but it is okay to be late. Then we are adding it when you have an emergency. जब कभी आपको emergency हो, it is okay to be late. So by adding when, कब, we are writing you have an emergency. So we are giving information कि time पे आना important है, but अगर आप late होते हो जब कभी emergency हो, then it's okay. So we are completing the sentence by adding 3 sentences, and at the same time we are completing the meaning. But it is okay to be late, कब, when you have an emergency. I'll be taking up another class, another course on the grammar, in which I'll be explaining all the different types of the questions. Ninth Pachu, yes, in the ninth there are 3 clauses. Yes, there are 3 clauses. Now we come to the third, the last one. I felt unwell when I ate the food, so I'll probably not eat at the restaurant again, but I think my friend will. How many clauses this sentence has? I felt unwell when I ate food, so I'll probably not eat at the restaurant again, but I think my friend will. How many clauses are there? Very clearly given. अब हमने इनमें इंफॉर्मेशन क्या ऐड की है कि आई फेल्ट अनवेल व्हेन आई एट, जब मैंने खाना खाया आई फेल्ट अनवेल. वी कुड हैव रिटन इट जस्ट इन वन सेंटेंस, उसको फुल स्टॉप कर दिया. देन आई प्रॉबली नॉट ईट इन द रेस्टोरेंट अगेन, हमने एक और फुल स्टॉप कर दिया. बट आई थिंक माई फ्रेंड विल. हमने अगेन यहाँ पे हमने अगेन वी कुड हैव रिटन आई फेल्ट अनवेल, दैट इज वन क्लॉज हमने फुल स्टॉप कर सकते हो. I ate the food is another. So it has 4 clauses. The 10th, yes, it has 4 clauses because we are adding the information by using the different connectors here, by telling them that when we are doing these, when are these clauses there. So these were the answers here. We have already discussed it. For those who are late here, I just want to just revise that what a clause is. A clause is a group of words with a subject and a verb. We were discussing about the type of the clause. We were just giving an example like computers. Computers is a subject and are important. Verb is are. Computers are important. That is a one sentence with one clause. So this is okay. Yes, Pachu, this is how we use this to make. These are not so many connectors. These are just giving some information to the complex sentence. This is, we are making a complex sentence, right? By using these words, we are connecting these sentences by giving the information. Connectors, like not connecting that ways which is there here, but we are using these words just to give a complete meaning to the sentence. Right here, I felt unwell when I ate the food, comma, so I'll probably not eat that restaurant again, but I think my friend will. We are not using the connectors here. We are just adding the information by using the, okay, you are a little late. That is why now my class is also about to finish. But anyways, you can just go back to my class. You can see this class as this is a special class. You can see this later on also. And we can just give information to it. You can watch it later on also as well. But at the same time, I'll just like to give you that I have another course. Like 2 courses are there. One is just ongoing, that is the practice on reading module, in which we were practicing. Today we had a practice session on the match the headings type of the questions. And tomorrow we'll be having a practice session on the summary completion. So those of you who want to join these courses, you can, yes, these are certain fundamental courses that they have to learn, because that is the only thing that if they learn these fundamental courses, then only they'll be able to score higher bands in their IELTS writing exam, right? Then I have another course that would be starting from the 4th, that is the course on strategy for letter writing task of general training. So if you want to join these course, in which we'll be discussing the various different types of the letters, like first lesson would be understanding the formats of letter writing, what are the different formats, then difference between formal and informal letter, what phrases, what words are to be used in the formal and informal letter. Then we'll be discussing band 9 letters. Although I know that task 1 is not a band 9 parameter, like it's just a task which carries 3 bands, but still we write a letter and we score it according to that band 9, because all the 4 parameters are given out of those bands. So we discuss those bands which are, discuss those letters which are the 9 band letters. Then the fourth would be a doubt clearing session. Right, friends? So this was basically the courses which I'll be having. Apart from that, my course is just published, one of the courses in which I'll be discussing all types of the writing task 2 questions. This I haven't added in this, but that course would be starting from the 9th of December, in which I'll be discussing all the writing task 2 questions. Each of these questions will be discussed and how to handle these questions. The course name is also course on handling the task 2 questions. We'll be doing all the different types of the questions and how to handle them, how to understand them, and how to solve them in order to get band 9 in the writing task 2. So you can subscribe to those courses also. That course will be starting from the 9th of December. Alright, friends. So this was basically the, like, it's more than the time that was required for me. So I have to end this class now because my time is up. So friends, please do enroll to the courses if you feel like, and you can also contact me through my Telegram channel, which is IELTS with Encore. This is the Telegram channel, IELTS with Encore. You can send your readings, your writings on this channel. You can send your attachments so that I can check in and give you the feedback on that if you want to. So enroll today using the referral code ENCORE and get a 10% discount on the course fee. So friends, it's time to finish this class. I have to finish, as it was a 30-minute class, but I'm already taken 10 or 12 minutes more than the required. So please do give me the feedback. In case you liked the class, please give me the feedback so that I would know that this class was beneficial for you. So thank you for being with me. Thank you.